Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, April 4th, about 3:36 p.m. in the evening. The rain finally came about an hour ago. So I came outside because I am going to be filling out some empty spaces that I saw in my garden with a whole lot of food. And I'm taking you all along with me. I want you all to see exactly what I'm going to be planting in the empty spaces. So, you all know I recently set up an area to start my nursery, and I have about 22 containers in here, 11 on both sides. That is housing some bell peppers. On this side I have orange bell peppers, and on this side I have bell peppers. I don't know what type they are, if they are red, yellow, orange, whatever color, I don't know. So I am going to be taking out the peppers from these containers because I want to use these in the nursery to start other plants. All right, so I also noticed that I have a lot of volunteers coming up in these pots as well, like some tomatoes. And of course, I'm going to be finding some place to put all of them. All right, so let me go ahead and start taking out these peppers, and I will come back and show you where they are placed and what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be sharing with you as well the seeds that I will be sowing. I'm not sure where I'm going to be sowing them, but as I walk through the garden, filling out the spaces, I'm pretty sure that my eyes will behold other empty spaces that needs to be filled. All right, so let me see. All right, I have one bell pepper in there. I don't have any in here. I'm not going to put any in here. I think I'm just going to be adding some flowers. And here I have two bell peppers. All right, so I will come back in a few minutes to show you exactly where these are going to be planted. So here is something I need to show you all. As I was digging my very first holes to plant my first two peppers, I noticed that inside of this container is very, very dry, meaning that the rain never came as heavy as how I expected it. So that means after I transplant the peppers, I'm gonna have to water them. Let me check on this container as well to see if it is the same thing. Let's see. Take that away. All right. It is the same thing. It's very dry. And all of these roots, they are from the rosemary. I'm only going to be putting one in here because I already have one bell pepper here, one here. I'm not sure why they were not growing the way how they were supposed to, but all of these peppers actually started at the same time I started these. I believed I harvested maybe one from this, I'm not sure. About two from this, and these are the yellow bell peppers. None from this. I don't know. Yeah, because some of them were actually dying, and I took them from other areas of the garden and planted them in some of the 5-gallon buckets. These are not looking bad. These are not looking too bad either. Yeah, so these are going to remain in these 5-gallon buckets right here. And yeah, this is also a bell pepper, this and this. Now this is my little cayenne pepper that I just planted, and I can't believe it's already putting out cayenne peppers. I'm not even taking off those flowers because I really need to see what these cayenne peppers is going to look like. And I added some compost in there, I think this morning. And this is another cayenne pepper as well. So on second thoughts, family, I think I am going to be taking out the remaining pigeon pea plants first to put in their permanent homes, because I am going to be needing these containers to sow some more seeds. All right, so let's get that done, and then I will move on to the peppers. So now I have no other choice but to take out this yellow pear tomato plant. It has done its course. I'm taking off all the tomatoes from it, and if I do see a few areas on it where I can cut and propagate, I'm going to be doing that. But these have to go so I can make room for new food. So here is a good looking piece. I'm going to be putting this in some water to see if I can get a new plant from it. So it's a good thing I decided to start transplanting the pigeon pea plants, because the sun came out. So now what I'm doing is to put some water in these containers so the plants will not suffer transplant shock. I might probably lose a few of them depending on how long the sun takes to go down this evening, but I'm just going to water them in. And then after I do this, I'm going to start popping some seeds, because the seeds can be sown anytime, morning, noon or night, whether the sun is hot or whether it's not. Alright, so I put one in here, one back there, two over there, so that's 4, and this is 5, 6, and 2, 8 so far. And since I am here, fam, I sowed some red okra and watermelons on April 29th. It is Tuesday, April 29th, about 7:05 a.m. in the morning. I just sliced some watermelon. I got these seeds from it, and I'm going to be sowing some of the seeds in this half a 55-gallon barrel. It was just a few days ago I ordered some seeds off Amazon. I didn't know I was going to get any watermelon seeds at all, because I don't think now is the right time to buy watermelon. As a matter of fact, when you buy the watermelons out of the season, they don't normally taste so good. So I'm going to be popping 2 seeds in each hole that I just made, and I am putting them to the extreme front of this barrel, so when they start growing they can go over into this area right here. And I'm going to be adding some in that barrel as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 holes in this one already. So I'm putting 10 seeds on this side. And if I have enough, I'm going to be putting 10 on the other side. And then we will see how the progress goes. None in here yet. Okay. So that's it for this side. Oh, here's one from here. Heading on over to the other side. And you all saw when I was sprinkling my amaranth in these barrels. So this one hole, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the soil is so dry. Need to water it right now. Sowing the seeds less than half an inch, I believed, for no particular reason. As soon as the seeds germinate, I will just come and add some more soil on top of this. All right, so I got 10 from this. What am I gonna do with the next 2 seeds? I'm going to put it in the middle barrel. All right, have to water that, and then I'm gonna put the next 2 in this one right here. These white ones, I don't know if they are able to germinate, but I'm just going to leave them in there. All right, so I'm just going to water these in and then label them. All right, so here is my label to show when I started the seeds, and the arrows is showing that there is more seeds in this barrel and some in that one. In total, I sowed 22 watermelon seeds from store-bought melon, and I also sowed some red okras in this barrel as well. All right, so we will come back in a few days to see how fast these seeds are going to germinate. The red okras are up, so you can see they're up. And I believe that this is one of the watermelons because they were planted right in the front section. Oh no, that's this is the watermelon and that's watermelon. I think I only planted the watermelons in this barrel and this one right here. So here are some more watermelons, yeah, and some just pushing out through the earth. So I'm going to be watering these containers as well, because as I said earlier, the rain never came heavy, so there's not a lot of moisture in the barrels. And here are some of the amaranth coming up, people. It's more than 3 days and there's a lot of amaranth coming up. And the peas, y'all remember those peas or beans that are poking in the earth? This is one, this is one. Here is another one, and this one right here is coming up. So they all came up. All of the beans came up. This is one right here, and 2. I think I did 3. I don't see the other one. All right, so I am going to water these and then continue with the sowing of the seeds. I am now done transplanting most of the pepper plants, and I've already relocated the pots. So now I'm heading over to where I'm going to start sowing some of my seeds. So these are some okra seeds I have been saving from God knows when. I really don't remember. I didn't put a date on the bottle. I think I saved these probably over a year ago. And this is what the seeds look like. And they are the regular green okras. I have already sowed some of my red okra seeds, which you all just saw a few minutes ago. So I'm going to be sowing these right now. By the way, fam, this is actually the next day because I wasn't able to complete everything yesterday. I really had to stop working. It was so much that I had to do. So I'm just going to continue today to see what I can get done. It's very early in the morning now. Not even sure what time it is. But I'm popping these seeds right now. So I am finished sowing my okra seeds. I sowed some in all 3 of these barrels along with these 4. I didn't sow any in this one because there's not a lot of space in the front section right here. And I also covered the seeds to protect them from being scratched out, should in case anything come over here to scratch in these barrels. All right, and since I am here, I'm going to be taking out some of these amaranth that is growing right here. They are looking so lush and green, and I'm going to be putting them in this container with my soursop. So I'm going to take out this periwinkle plant, and I'm going to use this in my elixir or my super juice, yeah, for fertilizer. So here is what I transplanted. Got a lot in this barrel, a few back there, and a few in here. And so this is what is left. I am going to allow these to continue growing, and I might take them out, or I will just leave them so I can harvest the seeds. Now these are going to be my next set of seeds: the squash, the corn, and the beans, which is called the 3 sister planting. I'm going to be planting them here, but before I do that, I have to take out the blueberry bushes once again to make space, because I want to sow every last one of these corn seeds that I have. I currently have these corns growing, and they are really not what I expected. There is a teeny tiny corn in this one. There's some tassels on this one, and these 2 is still trying to come up. I have been fertilizing them heavily with my DIY fertilizer. So let me go ahead and take out these blueberry bushes, and then I will start dropping the seeds. All right, peeps, so I have a better idea. I'm going to be taking out these buckets from these half-up barrels that I have right here. And since I already have some beans growing in here, I'm just going to drop the corn seeds down in the middle. I'm going to be doing it with this one and this one, so I won't have to disturb my blueberries right now, because I am pressed for time and I really need to get this thing done. I think I'm going to be putting 4 corns in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 squash seeds, so I'm just putting, oh boy, I think I'm going to put 2, should in case one doesn't germinate, in this one. And that's it. I already have the beans in here, and if needs be, I can also go ahead and sow some more beans, so when I'm done harvesting these, I will still have some beans growing. It is now day 3 of me trying to fill out all the empty spaces in my garden. I am not done. But anyways, as I was about to enter the garden to show you all the last set of seeds that I sowed, I realized how beautiful all of these vibrant colors are looking right now. So I just had to pause to show you all what it's looking like. Isn't it breathtaking? All right, so let me now show you what I planted in these 6 containers here, and what I'm going to be showing you on this side is the same thing that is in the 3 on that side. Okay, so now I have some red giant mustard, some radishes, and some beets sowed in here. I did a succession planting of royal chantilly carrots and some beets. In this one right here, I am preparing it to transplant some celery, and I also put a little note on it, said coming soon, to remind myself that I need to transplant my celery. I have some eggshell powder in here and some Epsom salt mixed together. Over in here, I sowed some mammoth red rock cabbages. I have to fill out this top tier of the planter right here with some soil so I can start popping some seeds in there as well. My green onions, they're now gone to seeds, and that is quite okay with me. Okay now family, so if you have not yet started filling out all those empty spaces that you have in your garden, now is the time to go and check your seed stock. Well, as a matter of fact, I think you should actually go and check the garden to see what spaces you have available. Then you check your seed stocks, and then you go out in the garden and start popping those seeds. You are going to need them. I'm telling you, we are going to need them. I still have a whole bunch of seeds that I have to sow, and I am still making space for what I have. So if this is your first time here, I am the Glades Garden Girl over here in Zone Today, Florida. My number one priority on this channel is for us to save as much as we can, as we grow as much as we can. And if you're also looking for some tips and tricks on how to improve your garden's aesthetics and how to improve the growth of your garden to maximize on space, please come back to the garden and check out what we are doing over here. And remember, if you have not yet subscribed, how about considering that right now? It is totally free of cost. Free. And please remember, if you have any suggestions, any ideas, any recommendations, do not hesitate to put them in the comment section below. All right, so let me now express my gratitude to all of my returning subscribers. And I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to my newest subscribers. Thank you loads. I really appreciate you. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye.